Only 69, what happened? So yesterday we were doing types of joints, isn't it? So again, revise that. Yes, according to structure, they are sutures. I'm sorry. Hmm. And according to function, movability, okay. Now here, yesterday we have done first example, sutures. And for that, cranial bones which enclosing cranial cavity, brain box. You know very well, coronal suture, sagittal suture between two parietal bones, squamosal suture between parietal temporal, lambdoid suture between parietal and occipital, isn't it? So sutures, why they are named like that? Because if you take a cranial bones, they are flat bones, and a zigzag outer margin of one bone fix into the zigzag outer margin of the another bone, and in between it is filled with collagen fibers, and it's a strong joint. So as it is filled, that joint is filled with collagen fibers, it is categorized as fibrous joint. And according to the mobility, they are immovable joints. So sutures come under example of synarthrosis are immovable joints. So yesterday we are done. Even we have done the second example, gomphosis. Even gomphosis are immovable joints. I gave you example. Take jawbone. Jawbone shows sockets for the teeth. In that socket, teeth are enclosed. Coming, I'll come back, wait. Yes, Nana? Say that is jawbone and tooth root part is enclosed inside the jawbone. Already you are done in the digest system lesson. Yes, the tooth attachment is firm with the periodontal membrane, isn't it? So this is example for gum fossils. So we also call it as dento. Dento means, related to teeth. Alveolar. Any socket is called alveolus, singular form alveolus, plural form alveoli. So dento, alveolar joint. Example for gomphosis. So what is this? Fibrous sheath making the tooth attachment firm, periodontal membrane you can call, or ligament also. So it is a fibrous joint because that periodontal ligament is made up of dense, irregular, fibrous connective tissue sheath, collagen fiber. So it is a dentoalveolar joint, example for gomphosis. And now, yesterday already we have done this. Third example, syndesmos. Desmos means membrane, sheath. So what is this? I'm giving diagram here for syndesmos. Take tibia. And as I have shown, tibia sits on talus. And of course, calcaneum, largest tarsal. And front it is navicular. Yesterday we are done. Isn't it? No need of all these things. Say this is tibia. Next, another bone here. It is outside. Outside means, please try to understand. So this is body, human body here. The vertebral column, collarbones, shoulder blade with supporting your hands. These are ribs here with sternum front. Here pelvic girdle, pubic bones front, ischium here, and supporting your legs like femur here. And next it is tibia. So in your long axis, on your long axis, exactly directly under femur, it is tibia. So inner line, median line, it is tibia. Outer margin for fibula, I'm giving green color. Yes, outer margin. This is fibula. So here it should be outside. Careful. Outside. Lateral margin. This median. This lateral. Lateral. So this is fibula. And in between the two bones, thin membranous extension. It is named as thin fibrous sheath between two bones, interosseous membrane. Osteo means very well bone related. So here, interosseous membrane present between tibia and fibula. What is the use? It allows slight movement so that you are walking, running, all they become flexible. Because these two bones, like blue one, tibia, fibula, in between two bones, thin membrane will be there. And while we walk, slight movement possible with the help of that membrane, making your movements flexible. Interosseous membrane. Okay. Of course, here I didn't write one more S. Interosseous membrane. What is that interosseous membrane? Where you could see between tibia and fibula. And it is example for syndesmos. Desmos means membrane. Fused membrane, fusing two bones together. And of course, what I am saying, it allows slight movement, isn't it? So it comes under immobile or slightly mobile? Comes under? Yes, so here you put syndesmos. You draw the diagram, no need of drawing all this calcaneum and all, simple. Just give label tibia, fibula, automatically you'll understand. Between those two bones, I'll come back once again, you'll draw by that time and you add this one here. Completed, children? May I move to the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Now
Okay.
take cartilaginous joints. May I remove this diagram?
Yes, ma'am.
Here we are going to do two examples. Synchondrosis, plural form, symphysis. So yesterday I have given about the symphysis, if you remember. Yes, ilium bone, down it is ischium, on another side another ilium bone, down it is ischium bone, and front ventral side it is pubic bone. Between two pubic bones, what is this? And of course here it could form acetabulum. All three bones could form acetabulum. And yesterday I labeled it. What is it?
Pubic symphysis.
Yes, it is pubic symphysis. Example for symphysis. Pubic symphysis. Written. And what it is? Fiber or cartilage? అదిగో అదిగో అక్కడే పడిపోతారు డామ్. Gone. Gone. What it is? Fibrous cartilage. Important. Cartilage, but more collagen fibers. So it is example for fibrous cartilage, not fibrous connective tissue sheath. So careful in the examination also. These three are with the fibrous connective tissue sheaths. Idi fibrous among three cartilages, hyaline cartilage, elastin cartilage, white fibrous cartilage. So this is fibrous cartilage, not connective tissue sheath. Okay, na? Pubic symphysis example for this. Of course, it also allows slight movement while we walk. So it come under pubic symphysis, come under slightly movable joints. Suppose if you put I nana, అది singular form. E చేస్తే plural form. అర్థమైందా difference?
Yes, ma'am.
ఇక్కడ నేను I యూజ్ చేస్తా, ఇక్కడ E చేస్తా. Plural form. So symphysis come under amphiarthrosis. Completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'm moving to synchondrous. Take this one. I'm drawing diagram for it here. I'm taking a long bone. You remember your junior inter lesson? What are these edges of bone are called? These regions. And what is this region called? Nana, if you forget like this, no one can help. It is the main time where teacher can explain every detail, slowly allowing you to draw, to understand, explaining, correlating, connecting to other parts. But if you remain like this, quite I can't help. Next time you see, for 1 week, 2-3 lessons they put revision. So at the revision time, teacher can't explain like this in detail. You have to go through the tissue lesson from the junior inter.
Epiphysis.
Ah, good. So this region, these edge regions are called epiphysis, singular form. Okay, ikkada kuda epiphysis. And what is the shaft called?
Diaphysis.
Diaphysis.
What is this junction called? Yes, this
Metaphysis.
junction, metaphysis. What is present in the metaphysis? This metaphysis region, what it is structure? బోన్ లో ఫ్లూయిడా
Marrow.
అందుకే జూనియర్ ఇంటర్ చదవండి రా చెప్తున్నా ఆల్రెడీ దిస్ లెసన్ కంప్లీటెడ్ ఇన్ యువర్ జూనియర్ ఇంటర్ what is present in the metaphysis? Okay, don't waste time. Elastic, sorry, hyaline cartilage. ఇప్పుడైనా గుర్తొచ్చిందా? Made up of hyaline cartilage. So I took blue color. And what it is? Epiphyseal plate. గుర్తొచ్చిందా లేదా?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So here it undergo growth. So it increases the length towards diaphysis. Bone become longer and we grow taller. Ucharada.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
But once we become adult, what happened to the plate? Left
It is
with
a one line.
like suppose if my bones X-ray is taken, only here we could see a thin line-like structure. Okay, only like you people at your age, epiphyseal plates are present. Their growth hormone acts on these plates, allow the mitosis, allow the growth. Towards growth occurs, towards diaphysis. So bone length increases, so you become taller. Okay, now.
Yes.
yes,
Okay, all these are
Yeah.
additional points. Additional points. I'm connecting even to the hormone lesson, and I'm giving an idea about your growth under the influence of growth hormone. Yeah, back to the lesson. Yes, this is a cartilage part. So epiphyseal plate, which is made up of hyaline cartilage, come under synchondrosis joint example. Fast, right? Completed. Now, is it slightly movable or immovable?
Removable, ma'am.
So, right, synchondrosis. Example under immovable joints. Syndesmos and symphysis under slightly movable joints. So we have completed sutures, gomphosis, syndesmos, synchondros, and symphysis, and according to mobility, also we have classified. What left over? Synovial joint structure left over. And yesterday I have written all synovial joints are what? That's good. Synovial joints are freely movable joints, diarthrosis joints. So separately we will study the structure of synovial joints and what are the freely movable joint types in our body separately. So I'll clear these two parts once if you say you are done and understood clearly. I'll remove. Amy, fibrous joints అర్థమైందా examples?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So sutures come under removable, gomphosis come under removable, but syndesmos come under slightly movable. Okay now. Cartilage joints రెండు అర్థమైందా? Synchondrous and symphysis. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
It is slightly movable, it is immovable. Yes, now finally we have to go through synovial joint structure. And at the same time, types of freely movable joints which show that synovial structure. So let us go through the first, what are the examples? Just give the list like example. Here it is ball and socket, come under freely movable diarthrosis joint, which show synovial joint structure, hinge joint. ఇక్కడ joint పెట్టుకోండి J. Next pivot joint. Next saddle gliding joint. Next is saddle joint, and finally condyloid joint. So all these are freely movable joints in our body, and all they show synovial joint structure. So first we'll learn what is the structure of synovial joint. What does that arrangement allow them for free movement? What type of arrangement allow that joint to become freely movable? So try to understand. Now we are going to learn synovial joint structure, and it is 4-mark question for board exam. You have to draw the diagram and you have to explain. So let us start. 2 bones near the joint. Draw the bones here. Completed? Draw 2 bones near joint. Like suppose femur undi. Greater trochanter, lesser trochanter, head, neck. Idi femur. Ikkada idi tibia. Outside fibula అయిపోయింది. ఇది అనుకుందాం. This one we are drawing here. Okay, good. Now next, you know very well, near the joint bones are covered by what? Enana? Where is my cap? Cap gone somewhere. ఒక్క నిమిషం ఉండండి. Okay, you know very well it is covered by
Cartilage.
what cartilage it is?
Hyaline cartilage.
So I took blue color, hyaline cartilage. What's the name for this cartilage?
Articular.
What is the special feature? Perichondrium.
Is absent.
Good. As perichondrium absent, there is no question of repair and regeneration.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you know already in junior inter you have studied cartilage without blood supply, avascular, but
Yes, ma'am.
it receives oxygen and food through diffusion. Kada?
Yes, ma'am.
And blood supply is up to perichondrium. So perichondrium means outer sheath around the cartilage with all blood vessels and perichondrioblast. So from that blood vessel, oxygen and nutrients are received and removing nitrogenous waste and carbon dioxide through the veins in the perichondrium, not in the cartilage. Even perichondrioblast undergo mitosis. I'm revising your junior inter lesson, not here. Simple here, you could say hyaline cartilage as it is covering the bone near joint, named as articular cartilage. And it is made up of hyaline cartilage. But we are discussing speciality of this because in the disorder, tomorrow I think we probably will start disorders. So there again we have to revise. So I'm giving you more and more revisions. No perichondrium. What is perichondrium? First of all, we are revising junior inter point. Yes, outer sheath covering the cartilage with all blood vessels with perichondrioblast. So diffusion, through diffusion, this cartilage receives food and all, oxygen, and any perichondrioblast cells undergo division and help in repair and regeneration. But this particular articular cartilage lack perichondrium, no perichondrium. So
Yes,
there
ma'am.
is no question of repair and regeneration. As we become old, because we stand on this joint, we walk and we run, all our movements depend on this joint.
Yes,
So as our age increases, slowly
diminishes.
this cartilage undergo wear and tear. So age related problem it is. So in the old age, people generally develop joint pains, already are studied. So in disorders, we'll cover that. So near the joint, bones are covered by articular cartilage made up of hyaline cartilage. Good. Now next, you know very well the remaining part of the bone is covered by junior inter lesson Bangaram. Huh? What? And I'm drawing irregularly also. What is this? మీకంటే another batch they are bright, very prompt answers they are giving. What? Bone covered by irregular dense fibrous connective tissue sheath. What it is called? Chi. Zangaraju, Sriman, Tejashwi, Tejashwi kada, Varshita. Where's Nana? Periosteum. Dense fibrous irregular connective tissue sheath, like around the cartilage perichondrium, like around the bone it is periosteum. Why I am covering that point? Yes, here irregular dense fibrous connective tissue sheath extends. I'm taking outline from one periosteum to another periosteum. What is it? Irregular dense fibrous connective tissue sheath extending between one periosteum of the bone, one bone to the periosteum of the another bone to form synovial capsule. Joint capsule or articular capsule, anything you can call, all are same meaning. Articular capsule, joint capsule, or synovial capsule, nothing but dense irregular connective tissue sheath extending from one periosteum of the one periosteum to the another periosteum near the joint to form what? So what tissue it is? Dense, fibrous, irregular, first of all, irregular, dense, fibrous, connective tissue, sheath extending from one periosteum to the another periosteum and holding the two bones near the joint firmly. So what this tissue helps here? Resists, resists stretching. No more stretch, only just according to the force you are applying, it is allowing stretching. So resists this irregular dense fibrous connective tissue sheath, resist, resists stretching and prevents dislocation. ఈ రెండు points important. Prevents dislocation of bones near the joint. Even suppose ikkada undi, ikkada kuda synovial joint. Suppose I am lifting some heavy thing. Em తీసుకుందాం, imagine ఇది అంతా lift చేసిన, more heavier, just imagine lifting. So what happened near the joint? This capsule allow light stretch according to the force you are applying. And when I am releasing it, again the two bones should come back. Just imagine ఇది ఒక bone, ఇది bone ending, ఇది another bone, because it is looking like that. Yeah, ఇక్కడ ఉంది రెండు ఇలాగా. Suppose if you apply pressure, slightly stretchable, కొంచెం stretch అవుతుంది, so that it should be flexible also. Rigid ఉండద్దు, not rigid, light flexibility. When you leave that weight, again they should come back to their original position. They should not dislocate. ఇలా ఇలా అవ్వద్దు కదా. Like suppose exact అక్కడే ఉండాలి అవి రెండు. Again they should come back to their original position once you remove the force. అలా కాకుండా ఇది ఇలా వెళ్ళిపోకూడదు, డిస్లొకేషన్ అవుతుంది అప్పుడు. So this fiber keeping them always in position, not allowing the dislocation. Important direct question. So what is the use of this fibrous irregular fibers extending from one periosteum to another periosteum? Is this periosteum is made up of dense irregular fibrous connective tissue sheath. Periosteum to another periosteum. Yes, this capsule extension, synovial capsule. So this fiber allowing, this capsule, of course, ఇది TS nana, cross section we are taking. Otherwise, how it looks, ఇది ఒక bone, ఇది ఇంకొక bone. ఈ capsule ఇలా కనిపిస్తుంది తప్ప, you can't see the internal structure. ఇలా ఉంటుంది. Joint capsule. So to understand inside, you are cutting, you are taking cross section so that you can understand bone here, its articular surface, one more bone here, its articular surface, and it is capsule enclosing. Appudu కనిపిస్తుంది. Otherwise, ఈ part కనిపించదు. It's completely a capsule with irregular fibers extending from the bone. So what is the use of this? Allowing free movement, but at the same time preventing more stretch and preventing dislocation of the bones near joint. So what once again? Periosteum of one bone to the periosteum of the another bone, dense irregular fibrous connective tissue sheaths are extended and enclosing two bones to form a capsule. So automatically within this capsule, two bones are freely movable. Here also you could imagine a capsule is there. Ikkada kuda undi. So you can move here also. Capsule here, capsule here, capsule here, 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 here. Everywhere, wherever you are moving freely, imagine this structure is there. So as two bones are held by fibrous capsule, free movement is allowed. Understood? But at the same time, toughness is maintained. Stretch resisting and dislocation is prevented. Important. Over. May move to the second point now. 2 points అయిపోయింది. Understood about hyaline cartilage covering the bone near the joint. And we understood about this capsule importance near the joint. Now I'm moving to the third point. Some of the fibers arranged regularly. I'm differentiating with a separate color. I'm taking blue color and listen to me carefully. Some of the fibers arranged regularly. Can you imagine what they are?
Ligament.
That's good. Some of the fibers arrangement become regular to form ligaments. Good. Internally, some of the fibers, not outside, inside the capsule, Internally, inside the capsule, some of the fibers become regularly arranged to form ligaments. Write down. So this is third structure. Internally, inside the capsule, some of the fibers arrangement becomes regular to form what? Ligaments.
Ligament.
Written. So internally inside the capsule, some collagen fibers arrangement is regular to form ligaments. ఇదిగోండి, I am explaining here. This part. And you know very well, of course, I don't want to make much more mess up there. So I'm not drawn anything related to the bone. You know very well, ఇక్కడ bone marrow cavity, ఇది అంతా spongy bone కదా. కానీ I don't want draw all those things. You know very well what is the internal structure of the bone. ఇది అంతా spongy bone with red bone marrow, hemopoietic stem cell. గుర్తుందా?
Yes.
Here also it is marrow cavity, and here it is calcareous bone or spongy bone, internal structure. అది అన్ని డ్రా చేస్తే మళ్ళీ అంత మెస్ అయిపోతుంది. సో ఐ డింట్ డ్రా. ఓకే, నౌ నెక్స్ట్ పాయింట్. This joint capsule internally lined by, I'm using pink color, internally lined by synovial membrane. And forms synovial cavity. So this is synovial membrane. And enclosing what?
Synovial joint.
So internally the synovial capsule is lined by synovial membrane enclosing a synovial cavity.
Yes, ma'am.
Filled with synovial fluid, which is secreted by the synovial membrane. And this cavity is filled with synovial fluid, which is secreted by the synovial membrane only. And what is the use of this fluid? Like a grease. In our machines, we apply grease to reduce friction, if you remember. Yeah, Nana?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yeah. So it acts as a lubricant. It lubricates movement of the bones, reduce the friction between the two bones near the joint. So its function is, it acts as lubricant. So it lubricates joint, reducing the friction. Apenda. So some points you have to go through detail. Take synovial membrane, actually what it is. Areolar connective tissue, areolar connective tissue. You know very well, when it is areolar connective tissue, anywhere connect, ikkada vere veddam, otherwise color mix ayitadi. Lined, always connective tissue lined by epithelium kada nana. So this is simple squamous epithelium. And areolar connective tissue, simple squamous epithelium lining the areolar connective tissue. What is this membrane made up of? Ikkada rasna, this membrane consists these structures. And one more thing, important thing, I'm using yellow color here. Okay, elastin fibers. Hello, elastin fibers. So they are allowing flexibility near the joint, and tough fibers, this preventing stretching and preventing dislocation. At the same time, here, presence of this elastin fibers. So last point here, you have to add elastin, you know very well, hello, elastin fibers. So all they are present in the membrane. And this membrane itself secretes this synovial fluid. Written?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What are present in the synovial fluid? Yes, now we'll discuss about the synovial fluid. It's nothing but interstitial fluid. Nana, do you remember what is interstitial fluid? Formed from the blood capillaries, ECF, extracellular fluid, tissue fluid. So it is secreted by this synovial membrane. It is interstitial fluid with the important. I'm using red color because it's very, very important. Hyaluronic acid. And I think you know about that. Most abundant protein after collagen, second most abundant protein in our body, ground substance in our body is hyaluronic acid. HYA, hyalu, LU, RO, hyaluronic acid. And of course, you know very well, everywhere in all tissue, WBC are present to protect us from disease causing pathogens. Kadanana.
Yes, ma'am.
So here, this fluid also includes phagocytic cells and other WBC. Phagocytic cells and other WBC like neutrophils, mast cells, all WBC you could see, particularly phagocytic cells. And in the synovial joint, phagocytic cells are called Chapandi. Already I taught this in your junior inter. Come on. What they are called? See, Bajundra Andralaga. No answer. Hopeless. Synovial cells. Lungs lo? Alveolar cell. Liver?
Offers.
Ah, yeah, at least you got. In the bone?
Synovial cells.
Adi joint. Bone lo? Bone.
Os-
Osteoclasts.
Osteoclast. Yes,
In
ma'am.
the connective tissue? Histiocytes. So these are phagocytic cells, one of the WBCs. In the joint capsule, they are called synovial cells. So what is the use of this fluid here? Acts as a lubricant. It reduces the friction. Apenda?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have to draw this diagram, you have to explain any points vachindi chudandi. First you start with the cartilage, they are covered. Then you enclose the joint inside the capsule. Some of the fibers become regular. And third point, you are going to explain about synovial membrane and which encloses the synovial cavity. It itself secretes this synovial fluid which acts as lubricant. 4 points, 4 marks with diagram. So such type of arrangement allow free movement. And this freely mobile joint is named as synovial joint. And how many are there? Ball and socket, hinge, pivot, gliding, saddle, condyloid. So all these things we'll discuss. First start cheyandi ball and socket because already we have completed that. Just giving diagram if you remember. These are clavicles here attached to acromion process of scapula, if you remember, Scapula forward, it gives coracoid process. And here, what is the cavity?
Glenoid.
Yes, it is socket.
Yes, ma'am.
And what is the ball fixed here? What, Rick? What is this bone, first of all, tell me?
Humerus.
Humerus bone, head. Ball, nothing but head of the humerus bone. And this is glenoid cavity of scapula. The best example for ball and socket. ఇదిగోండి ఇక్కడ ఒకటి బాల్ అయితే ఇంకొకటి socket అవుతుంది.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
And as usual, same structure ఇక్కడ చూడొచ్చు మనం. Like both are connected by synovial joint capsule, internally lined by synovial membrane, and here synovial fluid, so that we can move in all directions. Kada?
Yes, ma'am.
So one of the best example for ball and socket is shoulder joint. Between glenoid cavity of the scapula and head of the humerus.
Humerus.
So each structure ni you can imagine here, so that this lubricant and the type of arrangement, socket, ball. So in every direction you can move. అర్థమైందా?
Yes, ma'am.
And one more joint, hip joint. Yes, if you remember, ilium, ischium, frontities, pubis.
Acetabulum.
Yes, acetabulum is what?
Socket.
Good, socket. What is the ball fixed into that socket?
Head of the femur.
Head of the
Yes, good. So these two are best examples for ball and socket joint in your body. So the example for hip joint. So this is acetabulum and this is
Head
head,
of the femur.
yes, of femur. Appendi. Already we are done. So tomorrow we'll continue with the next one. What's the next synovial joint? Hinge.
Yes.
Elbow joint and your knee joint. Tomorrow I'll continue. Thank you, children. Have a nice day, all of you.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Bye.